Please don't stop. Don't make a scene. This is Tarantula Tales Unlucky 13. Oh my god, it's so divine. Whose channel is it? Is it mine? I hope that you are feeling fine. It's Tarantula Tales number 9.
Oh, Al, you're adorable. I wonder if he ever interviews American tarantula keepers. Oh, tarantula goddess Arachne, please get me in touch with Al.
Hi guys, so... Sorry, I thought I heard something. Welcome back to the channel and... Definitely hearing something. Arachne? Deadly Tarantula Girl. Really? Okay, let's see what we can do. Shall we?
In case you didn't know, this channel is Al's Arachnids, and if you like what you see, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
I'm so glad you said those things. I never say those things. I always forget to say subscribe and everything else. So thank you. Listen to Deadly Tarantula Girl. She knows what she's talking about. Let's get into the question, shall we? Question 1 is, how did you get into the hobby?
How I got into tarantulas was that I grew up in the hills of California and Montana, and there was a lot of beautiful wildlife around. I was very interested. In the 80s, I moved to the American Southwest, where there were big, huge, amazing bugs everywhere. So there were huge tarantulas, centipedes, vinegaroons, scorpions, millipedes, lots of cool stuff everywhere. And so, oh, even huge ants. I used to make these little ant farms. So I became interested in lots of native invertebrates and reptiles. And then when I got a little bit older, like late teens, 20s, I realized there was like a huge exotic animal industry where you could actually buy non-native tarantulas and bugs and even reptiles, and the rest is history.
Right, yes. I don't think you would get that answer in the UK. I do love, every time I speak to Americans, like we've had Ibnis Arachnids, we've got some more coming up in the future. I'm not going to tell you who. It's just brilliant to hear their stories. Normally, I grew up and there were tarantulas where I grew up, or there were scorpions, like you've just said, centipedes, millipedes. Can you imagine that in the UK? Oh yeah, I've got to collect spiders because I got the daddy long legs here. Oh, I took your leg off. Oh, sorry, chapo. That's not even how we speak, but okay. Yeah, that just wouldn't happen in the UK. I think I've kind of diverted enough, so shall we get into question 2? Question 2 is, you've got around 55,000 subscribers. Yeah, I did just say that number. Firstly, how did you find this channel? And secondly, how did you find Tarantula Tales?
How I came across the YouTube channel Al's Arachnids was, I know all things arachnids. Duh.
Oh, I don't even know how to respond to that. How do you respond to something when someone is literally just gone duh at you, which I love. So yeah, we'll just skip on to the next one. The next one, the most important one. This will be disappearing out of these questions soon. So this will be one of the last ones. Are you Team Al or are you Team Gav?
Ooh. Am I Team Al or Team Gav? Well, I have to say that my heart beats for Gavin, but he has not asked to interview me yet, so that makes me Team Al.
In your face, Gavin! I'm the winner. You suck. That might have been a little bit over the top. At least Gav's still got one. At least Sam likes you, buddy. No one else, but at least Sam likes you. What a shame. What a shame. So let's get into question 4 now. If Cinderella's shoe fit perfectly, how did it fall off?
Well, if you delve into the psychology of Cinderella, during the evening of ballroom dancing, she had actually already scent-marked the prince as her mate. So what she was actually doing when she left her slipper behind, her foot subconsciously getting smaller, just ever so slightly as she ran down the stairs, that was her way of leaving not only a pheromonal trail behind, but a trail of physical evidence that would lead him directly to her. See, the thing is, he was her mark from the beginning. That was just her way of getting what she wanted. It's a woman's world.
Have we just ruined Disney for more people? This is just going to keep happening, I think. We're just going to literally just shatter the illusion of any Disney film. So, firstly, it's a woman's world. Yeah, I can see that. But we're all equal. Isn't it 2021? We're all equal now, so it's everybody's world. Secondly, can you just make your feet shrink? Right, feet shrink. If I think feet shrink, mine don't change, I'll be honest with you. Mine literally stay the same. Maybe they just got a rubber and got rid of a little bit of toe. So, I don't know. And then, pheromonal trail. Did she? Or, now I'm going to ruin Disney even more for people watching. You say that, but in the film and in the stage show, I've never read the book, purely because I had already seen it in the film. But does she or does she not go from cleaning up, gross, dirty, to, like that, fairy godmother, into a ball gown, straight out the door, into a carriage? So is it pheromones, or has she just got stinky feet from where she's been working all day? The decision is yours. Yeah. Disney's ruined. Right, so let's get on to the next question. Simple question. Who was the last YouTuber you watched?
The last invert YouTuber I watched was the beautiful, the lovely Al. There you are.
Well, I don't really need to say anything to that, do I? I might have to start changing the questions, because if every answer is Al, it's going to be quite boring. Al's not the answer to everything. Or is he? Right, so let's get into the next question. Out of all the amazing UK YouTubers, which UK YouTuber would you love to collaborate with?
I dream of going to the BTS show, and I would love to collab with everybody there, big and small, beginning with the Spider-Man, Mr. Alan Hicken, because he has chickened out on me so many times. Don't you love me, Alan?
Oh, someone's been called out. Ow. Why are you chickening out? Why are you bottling it? Come on, man. Let's see if we can make this happen. Oh, I don't even think he watches these, to be honest. He's probably busy doing other things, which most people probably are. But someone contact him. Someone tag him in it. He needs to watch this. He needs to respond. So, firstly, Al, come on, let's get this collab going. You and Deadly Tarantula Girl, let's do this. But secondly, you can have your say. Let's do one of these together. Al and Al. Sounds weird. Al and Al, let's do this. Let's get it sorted. Have a chance to respond. Have a chance to get the collab on the way. Let's do it. I do have a soft spot for Al. He was the first YouTuber I actually met before I even started collecting tarantulas, when I went to a show with Gav and stood there thinking, I don't even know who this guy is. But he was ideal. He was sound. So I've got a soft spot for Al. But that's enough of that. Probably because he scored Al. Hey! Answers to all questions, Al. Next question is, If you were a tarantula, what tarantula would you be? Probably one with 8 legs, I'd imagine, but which one?
Ooh. If I were a tarantula, I would like to think that I would be a Carabina versicolor because she's like the queen in all ways. She's beautiful when she's young, she's beautiful when she's older, she's elegant, she's exotic, she's tropical, she's, I mean, just amazing. They're so agile and they make these awesome webs. They're really good mothers. Yeah, they're the greatest. I would say versicolor for sure.
Versicolor, absolutely cracking choice. One of my favourite species in the whole hobby. Absolutely amazing. Literally just done a video on one, rehousing one, which is in one of the round tubs, so you can see on the shelf with 2 next to each other. Yeah, they are fantastic. They are stunning when they're slings, stunning when they're juveniles, and still keep stunning when they are adult. And rocking the Escapee Joe t-shirt, named after Versi. Rest in peace, homie. Pour some out for Escapee Joe. I really kind of just lost the plot there for a little bit, so let's get into the next question. Now, if time was money, is an ATM, or in the UK, a cash machine, really a time machine?
An ATM is essentially a time machine because if that ATM can pop out enough money that you don't have to go spend your days and your life toiling away, you get time.
Right, for once this is something that I absolutely agree with, and I will break it down for you right now. So in the UK we call them cash machines, we call them hole in the wall, we call them various other things. And some people do refer to them as ATMs over here, but obviously across the pond, they are referred to as ATMs. Now, let me put it to you this way. Are ATMs a time machine? Yes. Why do I think that? Check it out. ATM. Yes? Stands for a time machine. You're all welcome. Please don't stay up all night thinking about if I'm correct. Just imagine Doc and Marty are stuck in that wall. Actually, don't imagine they're stuck in the wall. Someone get them out! Get them out of the wall! God, I hate it when I do things like that. Right, that's enough. Back to the Future stuff. Right, on to the next question. If you could rate your channel in a tarantula, you get to decide the species. And what tarantula would it be?
If I were to compare my channel to a tarantula, I would say my channel is good old trusty Brachypelma smithii / Hamori. Why? Because she's a big bad bee. She's that classic spider, trustworthy, hardy, you know they're always going to be popular, they're amazing, and that chick has been around since the beginning of tarantula keeping. She's that iconic tarantula, the one you always come back to, long-lived and never goes out of style.
Great answer. One of my favourite tarantulas, the first one I got when I got in the hobby the first time, the first one I got when I got in the hobby the second time. Again, rest in peace Canelo, pour some out for Canelo. Yeah, just the Hamori / Smithy, they're just amazing. They've been used in films and everything else. They are just, as said there, the iconic tarantula of tarantulas. That's what a lot of people think. If you say to them, I've got a tarantula, they're like, oh, well, the one with the big orange knees and that. Yes. So, that is a fantastic answer. I don't know if I'll ever ask that question again for the pure fact I don't think you can beat that answer. That's my opinion. If you've got a different opinion, right, let's get into the next question. The next question is, why has nobody named a blue tarantula after a Smurf?
If you look at the initial discovery of most species of tarantulas, we're talking pocock, we're talking back a few hundred years ago, and the Smurfs were yet to be animated. Since that time, most scientific discoveries are made by anti-Smurf watching grown-ups.
I know, but come on, just think about it, and you could get the tarantula a little Smurf hat, and the Gargamel could try and murder him and stuff. Not that I watch the Smurfs. I got kids, right? Got kids. They've watched the Smurfs. I don't. I might sit in the background and watch it, but I don't. I still think I should name one. Then again, what would you call it? Because Smurfs are just Smurfs. They just got different first name things like Papa, and I don't even know I don't even know any others. Papa Smurf, that's all I could tell you. And he's got a beard, I think. Or has he? I don't. Oh, wow. I'm so glad that I brought that question up. It's amazing. Unfortunately, this is going to bring us to our last question for today's Tarantula Tales. And that would be, do you have a message for any of your subscribers watching? Not that they will, but if they do, what would be your message?
My message to all my fans is that I love and care about each one of you. I think you all are amazing. Without you guys, I wouldn't have a successful channel, and even much more so. I would say that if you have a dream, follow it. If people discourage you, maybe listen if it's somebody with some wisdom, but also take it with a grain of salt. Your dreams and desires are unique to you, and a lot of times us special people are not understood by those around us, but that's okay. Just keep striving, and one day you might be living your dream, like me.
Right, so I do like ending these when I can with that question, for the pure fact that you normally get something that's like a bit real from the people that are doing it, and that's what I want. It's like an honest message to their subscribers. In this case, it was inspirational as well, which inspired me to follow my dream. So that bar is getting smashed in a minute. I will be having a few beverage. No, I won't. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I have to find another dream. Backpacking. I am going backpacking. I'm going to put on my hoodie. I'm going to put on a coat. I'm going to put on a beanie. I'm going to get my backpack and I'm going to go out for a hike to the local co-op to get an Arctic coffee and then come back probably. Living the dream in lockdown. Living the dream. Well, actually, so 29th of March, I think I might be able to hike into someone's back garden if I fancy it. Pubs are back soon. Anyway, completely got off topic. I just want to thank Deadly Tarantula Girl. This has been fantastic. Like every single person that does this, I can't thank you all enough, because one, the feedback I get is amazing, but two, I like people to see a different side of everyone, and I would say a different side of me, but I've pretty much been an idiot in these videos since I started filming them. So again, massive thank you to the truly amazing Deadly Tarantula Girl, and shall we pop over to her for the last word?
Speaking of amazing individuals, if you're looking for inspiration, definitely be subscribed to this guy, because not only are his videos informative, are amazing, but they're always hilarious, something that I totally love. Thank you so much, Al, for inviting me on your show. I love you, and I hope to see all of you on my channel soon.